can to really use that Banshee, do the economic damage, and just offset the economic disadvantage that he has right now. Also, his attempt at expansion for VTSwu is really going to try and get him back into this. However, Coco... actually, Coco is not as ahead as I've been assuming this entire time. Their food counts are just about identical. Look at these units. Their, actually, SCV counts are also really close to identical. So, VTSwu has successfully come back from a little bit of a disadvantage. And now this one Marine over here is just going to get destroyed by these guys. Doing good damage, though. And, oh, yeah, so this supply depot is going to go down. Coco does not have something spotting over there, but still. Oh, point defense drone just gets decimated by all of these Vikings. So VTSwu has a really good Viking count. You might want to try and pick off that Raven, but no, he's not going to. Here we have the female Karak just hanging out with Coco's army, but Coco's army is going to ditch it. So sorry to the female Karak for missing out on the party. We do have 6 tanks and some Marines being forced to pull back. VTSwu is now looking in a good spot. He's looking very, very good. Forcing back Coco, destroying the Viking count of Coco. So VTSwu could have an opening that he could exploit if he wished. Look at the production tab. We can see that, oh, combat shield is coming out for Coco as well as VTSwu. So these now guys are trying to get a solid, healthy Marine count as well to complement the tank Viking. So we're going to see armor going out for Coco as well. It just seemed that VTSwu is just producing Marines out of barracks right now, fairly simply. We got tanks coming out. We've got Marine. No queued up other tech. Stim has not been researched. No concussive shells either. So straight Marines, no Marauders. The tech lab on the factory is helping to produce some siege tanks. Now here we go. Oh, good job by scouting for Coco. He's trying to run up here, try and scout the third, and actually very well might, as this orbital command is going to go try and land there right. Oh, actually, here's the command center image instead of the orbital command image. So, oh, that Marine's going to come right back, and it's going to completely miss out on scouting the fact that VTSwu is about to have his third up. Now we do have VTSwu moving his army over there just to try and defend it. I think he's probably expecting Coco to scout it, but Coco is actually moving out over the front. If he catches the army out of position from VTSwu, that could be completely deadly for VTSwu. VTSwu is now transferring, but his army is over here. Coco might have a free attack into the national, but Coco seems like he's going to pull back. Coco is now getting his third up on his own. It's going to be a little behind VTSwu's, but that's still pretty good. They're going to be basically on even amounts of bases for most of the game, excluding the beginning part where Coco had the faster expansion. But now we do have Marauders in the army for Coco as well. Scan, I'm going to assume that was VTSwu's scan. So now VTSwu does have a very, very good chance right now. He's just macroing up fairly well. Coco is a little bit higher in terms of food count, but VTSwu is still doing fairly well, although VTSwu's minerals are a little high, but this is still looking fairly good. The Viking count, 10 Vikings, is definitely a good count, but Coco, where are his Vikings? Is he just holding them back? I think he's just fearing Banshees, but only 6 Vikings for him. He does have a Raven that will help a point defense drone, but still, right now we have VTSwu moving out. Is that Coco's? Yeah, Coco is seeing that right now, but now here we go. Coco's going to be in a good position. There is the scan over here on Coco's army. So VTSwu does know what's up. Where are the Vikings for Coco? Coco still has a huge amount of forces over here. He's finally moving them over, but these siege tanks are doing enough to prevent VTSwu from moving down. But VTSwu does have medevacs loaded up. Alright, so now these tanks are in a very good spot to defend this ramp and just destroy anything that goes on there. But now look at this counterattack coming from Coco. Just going to hit VTSwu while VTSwu's forces are over here. I'm assuming he's going to just go through this, and yep, he's going to end up pushing this Marine that's at the watchtower along with him. But okay, this is actually a good time for Coco if he wants to do that attack. VTSwu's going to go for a drop. But here we go. What's Coco doing with just this small amount of forces? He's going to end up dying to these guys, but... Okay, so yeah, he's actually going to take a free shot on these guys, but now VTSwu's going to move in with these guys and take out all of these units from Coco. Not a huge build, but now... Oh, Coco's going for the flank. Coco's going to hit these units from behind. No watchtower being controlled by VTSwu. That could definitely help, but... Where is the pincer? It seems that Coco's trying to do a really good job of setting up a pincer attack over here. But now let's see, he's got to hit. He's got to hit this hard. There it is. Tanks are there moving in. Stim and moving in. Tanks are out here going to take a ton of the damage. But still, a little bit of a little blunder. Like okay, tanks are now finally sieged up over here. They're going to start hitting these tanks. But really good pincer attack by Coco. Not getting, doing a ton of damage. Taking out all the ground forces from VTSwu. VTSwu going a little bit too heavy with the tanks. Marines are now taking out these Vikings. Yeah, I'm sorry. VTSwu got a little heavy with the Viking count. But now, all of a sudden, VTSwu's going to be a little bit of a tougher spot. You can see that Coco did do a great job of taking out a lot of the ground forces from VTSwu. And now VTSwu just has a bunch of Vikings here that are all in the red or orange and just ready to die. Now we have a bunch of healthy Vikings as well as a Raven from Coco. So Coco could do a good job of picking off these Vikings if he wants to get air superiority as well as ground superiority. But VTSwu does have a large amount of tanks out on the field even with all of this happening. So now where is VTSwu? Doesn't even move in. He's got a lot of damaged Marines and Marauders over here, but that's not going to be too big of a deal. He's going to move in. Oh god, here we go. He's don't go into the tank. Okay, he is going to pull back, but still, he's got some very squishy units over here. Vikings are going to might be trying to start taking some units out. There we go. He's going to start attacking. Point defense drone doing a great job to help him with positioning. Good job not being overzealous, not throwing down the second unnecessary point defense drone, saving that point defense drone. Very, very good. This one will still up. It will regain energy, but now Coco does only have 2 tanks over here. He does have a large force down here. Might just try and hit VTSwu over here. VTSwu actually has a 4th orbital command out as well. VTSwu really trying to play economically, but Coco is doing a great job of using his army to maximum effectiveness. He's going to start pushing and might actually end up taking out some of these things over here. VTSwu is doing a good job of staying in line with the food counts and everything. Now here we go. Siege tanks are going out over here. That orbital command does go down. And now here we go. VTSwu is getting caught behind his own buildings. Siege tanks are out. They're going to be able to hit these siege tanks. And now VTSwu trying to get into a good position, but just sacrificing Marines to these forces of Coco. But now Coco is just going to do... Coco's got all these squishy bio units over here, but attacking the front as well over here. But VTSwu's going to emerge out on top with his Vikings. 2 tanks over here, so VTSwu, though, is taking a ton of damage, though. He lost an orbital command, and now, Coco, you're just letting your units die over here. But VTSwu does have a large amount of units over here, but look at this huge incoming army from Coco going really into the Marines and Marauders at this point, trying to just outmaneuver VTSwu. VTSwu is getting a ton of tanks. If Coco can do this correctly, he can actually do a ton of damage. This point defense drone is going to go down. And if VTSwu can land the Vikings just on top of this siege tank, it'll go down. But look at this. Coco is moving in, doing a ton of damage. SCVs are being pulled. Siege tank goes down. And now Coco's going to have a free reign destroying all of these SCVs, all of these tech buildings. This orbital command is going to go down. And now VTSwu is going to just go for the push, the all-in push. VTSWu's got to be so far behind. He's lost his 3rd base. He has no more con over there. Orbital command, 2 orbital commands as well as production buildings going down. And now Coco is just going to have to be on the defensive. VTSWu's got to make his move right now or he will go down. Coco's got over here. He's got his 4th command center up as well. But he has a planetary fortress over here. So, just kills an SCV, but still, VTSWu's now pulling back. He's got a lot of tanks out, but that's basically all he has. His food count is now plummeted to a lot lower than Coco. Coco does have twice the food count. Coco wants this gold base, the gold base directly next to VTSwu. Interesting choice right there. But now here we go. VTSWu's going to start pushing in with these guys, and Coco is going to be forced to lift off this command center. It is going to be able to fly away and be perfectly okay. Marines are going to start picking off at this, but this command center will be fine. Good job pulling back the SCVs. Sometimes people forget to pull the SCVs when they transfer this, and then they end up dying just as a free sacrificial little bit to the enemy army attacking that base. But now here we go. Coco, is he going to go for the flank again? That would be a really good move. This is exactly the point where VTSwu lost a lot of his army, and VTSwu realized this. He's going to pull back to the high ground, do a really good job of positioning his army this time. Is he going to siege up, or is he just going to dance around? Okay, he's going to dance around, but still. Coco is now building a command center over here. VTSwu does spot it. He does have Vikings over here, and these SCVs are going to go down to these Marauders. But look at all of these tanks are now going to move in. So these Marauders will go down. Stim on that Marauder, cancel on the command center. Very good job. But look at this. Coco just pushed into the natural expansion, taking out everything he can. This orbital command is burning down. Marines are chasing it. Coco is just destroying everything Swu has. Swu is going for the immediate counterattack over here, sieging up all of these tanks. He does have Vikings for vision, but Coco's Vikings have more help. But now here we go, more Vikings from Swu. Swu's going to be in a great position. He's got to continue pushing in, but Coco is going to be able to take out everything in Swu's main. These guys are trying to produce more units. You can see that Swu did move down his rally point, but still, units are going down. Coco's in such a good spot right now. Swu has to do something with these 10 tanks. That's all he has left. He does have these Vikings as well, but now here we go. Coco's going to move in. His tanks are sieged up, and now Swu is just going to continue pushing in. He's doing a good job of dealing up, but VTSwu has no more command centers or anything. Landing Vikings, trying to do what he can. These tanks are still left, but Coco has this. Coco is taking out these guys, and there is GG from Swu. Game 1 does go to Coco. Really good game, great positioning, very well played on both players' part. Let's move on to Game 2 and see how the players develop their play. Thank you guys for watching.